Hi everyone, it's ACCURSED and I just came to do a quick video because I was being asked a lot about my pen names. So I want to talk about pen names. I actually have several pen names and there's several reasons why I have several pen names, and that's because there's just different situations for each one. I'll start with, of course, my own name is not a pen name, it's my actual name. And that's what I write mainly my young adult and my fantasy and my urban fantasy and paranormal under. I also have some contemporary romance under there, some science fiction, kind of like a mismatch of genres under my name because that's what I've been working on the longest. And but as I'm in this business a little longer, I have realized that kind of sticking to one genre is the best thing you can do for yourself if you're starting out. Definitely brand yourself in one genre. You can pick a pen name for any other genre that you want to like really go for. Especially if you're in erotica, a lot of people like to pick a pen name for that so they can keep that separated from their regular stuff or not embarrass themselves in front of their family members because of the raunchy stuff they write. So ACCURSED is my main writing name, and it's probably going to remain my main writing name unless one of my pen names decides to take off, which you never know. I'll be telling you about the pen names I actually can talk about. There's some that I can't really name my co-writers, so you'll know it's me, but you won't know who my co-writer is. My second pen name is one you guys probably know because of late I was talking about closing it down. It's my sweet contemporary romance name. It's Tovie Bryce, and don't ask me where I came up with that name. I just liked it a lot and I picked it, and it's been going for about a year or so. And I put my sweet romance under there in hopes that I would get back to writing some sweet romance and get it going, but that hasn't happened yet. So it's a little bit slow on the go. And I had an issue with the domain name. I actually forgot to pay for it, which is a big no-no. If you have a domain, don't forget to renew your payment every year for it, because they will give you about 30 or 45 days to pay for it, and I am such a scatterbrain and totally went right past my brain portion that reminds me to do things, and I didn't pay it on time. So they will hold it for you and hold it hostage, and they will demand for you to pay a substantial amount to get it back if you're lucky. So if you're not lucky, like I actually let this happen with a different domain name, and I lost it many years back, and I still can't get it back because they want like $800 or $900 for it. And I hope that they're watching this, and I want to tell them that no way in hell will I ever pay that much for it. So you might as well give it up, because you're going to be paying for it a lot more than that for the rest of your lives. Because I actually picked a different domain instead and went along with that, and it's hasn't hurt me any, so I'm keeping the new domain. But this did happen with Tovie Bryce, but the thing is I did delete everything under Tovie Bryce, so this might have actually helped because they realized there wasn't anything under Tovie Bryce, because they will actually put a monetary value on a domain name and either demand you to pay for it, and if you don't pay it, you could just lose it, which I told them keep it, I'm moving on, I could pick another pen name. But I think deleting everything, my pages, my group, everything, Twitter, kind of helped. So I went back and I actually checked on it, and it was available again for like the absolute minimum fee that my monthly fee would have been. So I bought it again, and luckily it was in time to reopen my Facebook page, reopen just everything, put the books back up, and like nothing happened. Luckily nobody really noticed, so yeah, it's not very popular, but I'm working on that I am spreading myself thin, but eventually things will pop out under that name. Next pen name is Roxie Elms, and that one actually was my erotica pen name. And right now there's nothing under that pen name because I took it all down. It was, it had a series of sexy short stories, but I'm actually packaging them together, and I was thinking about turning them paranormal so I could actually put it under a different pen name, but I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this name because people think erotica sells, but it definitely doesn't sell in a short story format. I really don't know how to sell erotica, so either mine sucks or it's just I wasn't publishing frequent enough, which is also a problem with Tovie Bryce. I need to publish a little more frequently. So if you're gonna do a pen name, I either suggest that you stockpile your books, have them ready to go, and just bam, just put them out there super fast. That's another thing you can do to help your career. Publish fast. I wouldn't say lower your quality, I would say at least stockpile. So it's gonna be a while before you publish, then just do yourself a favor, make it a little while longer and just hold on to those books so that you can do a rapid publication of them and have Amazon work on your side for doing that. I didn't do that, so I'm kind of, what do they say, dragging ass on these pen names. So of course I'm gonna start another one, and mainly I started this one because I have a co-writer, which I won't tell you guys their name, but my pen name is Maelani, just one word. And that is actually my sexy, steamy, romantic suspense thrillers. I have one series under them. I do plan on writing some more. I'm not sure if it'll be in the same series, but more of the same genre. It's kind of like sexy thrillers that you would see like even like Gone Girl or Sharp Objects, but with more steamy scenes. If you ever saw The Girl on the Train, something like that. If you read the book, you notice that they totally cut out a huge sex scene out of the movie between two characters. Spoiler alert. But it didn't make it into the movie, but it's kind of like that, but a little bit more raunchy, I would say. So there's that one, and I am trying to write with the co-writer again, and that's been really hard to get to because I'm really stretched thin with projects this year. So I'm really sorry to my co-writer if you're watching. We'll get to it, we will. Just clone me and that would be great. Okay, so already stretched thin, but here I am starting another pen name, and it's because it's with a different co-writer. And we both kind of just want to do stuff together under this name. So that's where Lexi Grace has come up. If you guys see my invitation to like the page, please give it a like because I really think you guys are gonna love this. It's actually paranormal, urban fantasy, or paranormal reverse harem. It's like the big thing right now, but we like to write it. And we enjoy it, so yes, we're hopping on the train. I don't suggest chasing trends because usually by the time you get on the train, which is me, I'm usually the one running to catch the end of the train passing me by. So yeah, you don't want to chase trends, but if you see that it's ongoing, it's something that you're willing to write and write quickly. Co-writing is another way to write faster. And I have a lot of fun with it. I enjoy my co-writers. I enjoy the new look at words and the new way of writing with another person. And I do co-write under my own name with other authors. And that's another thing that's gonna be coming up soon is a little more science fiction. And I'm gonna keep it under my name just because I am stretched thin on pen names. I don't really want to juggle anymore. So I don't have any pen names that write science fiction, and I do write some science fiction under my name, so it's going to stay under my name. And when that starts popping out, hopefully I'll be able to dedicate a little more time to science fiction. It's like science fiction, military space opera. So it's full of action, lots of suspense and quirky characters. Just awesome, really. I'm having a lot of fun co-writing with my co-writer, and I can't wait till you guys see this stuff because it's gonna be so cool. All of it's gonna be really cool. Actually, I have some beta readers reading some of it already from my main group. It's my Lexi Grace Readers Book Club. I'm gonna really shorten that name to something. It's like Ace's Elite, but I wanted people to know that it was a readers club, so I ended up just staying with Alexia Purdy's Readers Club. But I might change that, so we'll see. I don't know. I just want to thank everybody on Patreon because you guys, like I said, always rocking. You guys keep me busy, keep me doing this, and keep me motivated. And your help is just the best ever. And I know I had a serious post that I posted up on Patreon yesterday, and I hope you guys check it out. But I think my camera's moving by itself. There's a ghost in my bathroom, but so if I start to look different here, it's because the ghost. I have a poltergeist, don't you know? There is a poltergeist here, and he flooded my bathroom one day, or she. I'm not really sure, but there is a water ghost that follows me from rental house to rental house and ruins at least one of the floors at one point in time or another. There's a wall in my other bathroom that's starting to kind of warp because of a small leak. So yeah, that's something I gotta deal with soon. I hope. I can't find the leak, but it's in there, or my kids are just splashing water everywhere and it's ending up in the same spot. Who knows? But okay, I'm rambling now, so sorry. I would suggest, like I said, picking a pen name for different genres if you don't want them associated with your main name, at least so people can separate you, that kind of find that name first, and not vice versa. Like I do let my young readers know that, hey, this stuff is my co-written pen name, but it's really sexy, steamy, so don't go there if you're under a teen. And this stuff is more like sci-fi stuff or paranormal reverse harem, really sexy, steamy. Don't go there if you're under 18. So if you guys want to check those out, feel free. Who knows, maybe I'll think of another pen name coming up again, just because it's fun. It lets you be somebody else, or lets you write something else without thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to offend my young adult readers with this awful, nasty, raunchy stuff, or bore them to death writing this weird memoir, or whatever you want to write, really. But I do suggest that you really think about your pen name a lot, because I know some friends that have actually done better under a pen name and not their real name, and they actually got awards under the pen name, and they can't really go be like, hey, under their real name, I'm a USA Today bestseller because it's actually under my pen name. That kind of sucked for them, but in the end, you could just assume that persona from now on if it's doing better, and just move on and stay there with that, which a few of them did. They stayed under the pen name that was working out for them, so bravo for you guys. I haven't made any work except my own name, so that might be fate trying to tell me something. And I highly suggest that if you're going to be an author to make money in this business, you need to work your butt right off, and don't get down on yourself, because there's always a bright side. I'd love to see it as a bright side. So we'll get readers who are just awesome and pull you out of the darkness, pull you out of the muck, and let you know that your stuff is needed, your stuff is wanted, your stuff is good, your stuff needs to be written and needs to exist. So thank you guys for doing that, especially my patrons. And if you haven't joined me on Patreon yet, I have exclusive stories on there. You get all my new books for free on there, like on the $5 level. Sometimes I'm pretty generous and move it down to the $1 level, depending on the length of the book. But definitely $5 and up, you get all my new books for free days, or at least 24 hours before everybody else gets it. Not pertaining to ARC people, because of course they get it way before everybody else, but they are pretty much asked to leave a review, honest review and opinion about it when the book does release. So this is like no obligation to leave a review. You get it for free. You're supporting something you love, a creator like me, so that we can write more words for you to enjoy. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope this wasn't too long-winded, because I tend to just chat forever when I'm chatting to you guys on here. It just feels like 2 minutes. It says 17 minutes right now. Oh my God. So sorry about that, and I hope you stay for the end, and I love you. Bye.